Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Offsummer, and this is all the mod 6 to the sky. Yay! Now before we start with this one, I'd like to remind you there is a link for my Discord in the description, and if that's something you fancy, hey, it's free. Anywho, let's go on with today's episode. Whee! Now first things first, I'm gonna need to get some mushrooms, and trust me, these will be relevant later on. And the drop is so low. Now with that out of the way, I think we should probably focus on something different now. And you'll see, since I really like building, I thought I'm gonna need a lot of dirt. And in order to get a lot of dirt, we're gonna get started with Botania. Now, as regarding how we're going to start getting our mana, I think we're going to go for this End of Flames. That seems really easy. Although we could also go for this Thermal Lily. But of course, in order to do that, we're going to need some mana first to make the runes. And also get Mana Steel and Mana Powder. So, let's see how about making these. So we're going to start multiplying red, then light gray, then the brown, and so on and so forth. Then brown, red, light gray, seeds. And that's one. For the time being, I really don't care where I'm placing these, so I'm gonna go for here. And that should be fine. Now I know you can automate these with many mods, and that's also, that's really nice, but I like the old way, and if nothing has changed, these would work. Also, I'm gonna need a few of these mana spreaders, and they will be filling that. Now, of course, something I forgot is we need to make a wand of the forest. So is this the same recipe? And 2, let's make it out of you. Yay! It is the same recipe. Nice. So, link these. And because I placed these earlier, not all of them are connected, as you can see. So we're gonna manually do that. Now everything is correct. Now if I put anything in here, I'm gonna put coal because it's a good source of fuel. Now that's gonna drop the coal in there, and it's gonna stop dropping anything when there is something on the pressure plate. And as you can see, it is working. You may lose a little bit of coal every now and then, but I mean, it's coal. And I don't care. So that's gonna give us a little bit of mana. Ooh, anyway, with that little bit of mana, we can now craft our runic altar. Yay! And so we can hook these here with you. And that's fine. For now. Oh, and will you look at that? Shaders just happened. And so did that building over there. That's not technically true, but this is the first time I'm talking about it. So yeah, that just happened. But for now, let's continue with our task. We're going to need to make a Rune of Fire and a Rune of Earth, because the Thermal Lily takes lava. And since lava is infinite, I thought we could give this a try. Now if we have enough mana, it's just a matter of a nether brick, mana powder, mana steel, gunpowder, and oh, I'm missing the nether word. Hehe. And that's the Rune of Fire. Now, mana dust, mana powder, stone, block of coal, and mushroom. That's the Rune of Earth. 2 orange, 1 red. And that's our Thermal Lily. Nice. And we're gonna do this one more time. Awesome. So we now have a probably more reliable way of getting mana. Now, how about placing this in the world? So we have two options now. We could either go for latex and make our fluid placer, or we could either go for a fluid placer from Cyclic, and for that we're gonna need crystallized amber, and for that we're gonna need magma, which comes from melting chamber, melting magma blocks. And we don't have the slime for that, so So I think for the time being, they're just going to sit here and do nothing. Yay. Now, despite what you see, I don't really like building platforms or doing simple things, so I tend to complicate my life. And in this case, to make any kind of terraforming, I'm gonna need dirt. And I have the solution for that. And for that, we're gonna need another twig. We need to convert this diamond. And now we should be able to make, if we have a little bit of dirt, the Rod of the Lands, which basically means infinite dirt, if I were to have any mana, which I don't. And then we make an avatar. We are also going to need one of these block breakers, which is going to be a problem. Something I didn't anticipate was the need of mossy cobblestone for this block breaker, but it's apparently not a problem. I do love me vanilla mechanics. Anyways, with that we have a block breaker, and in one of these chests we should have a drawer. Ah, there you go. Now I'm not really sure this is going to be 100% efficient, but I'm gonna put you here. Then I'm gonna put my avatar here. I'm gonna link you with the avatar. I'm gonna give you the land, the Rod of the Lands. And yep, that's going to break that. Now if I do something like this and I put a hopper on top, and then let's say I deactivate this, look at that! It's generating dirt for us. And I'm not gonna lie, my whole point of doing a little bit of Botania was just for this, getting dirt. Because now we're gonna be able to expand the platform, and I see I'm gonna need to optimize this just a little bit. I think that's fine. For the most part. Will that work a little better? And it's barely consuming any mana. So we're gonna let that work for a little bit, and in the meantime, we are going to focus a little bit on Tinkers. Apparently in its new version, I don't really think you even need these. Yep, so you just need the Tinker Station, the part builder, and a part chest, if you so desire, but you don't really need that either. So it's just these two blocks. We're gonna give it some patterns, and as you can see I already made an axe, but I'd like to make a kama. Put the material on the second slot, get that, tool binding, and of course for the rod I'm gonna use wood. And of course nothing goes to its default space, because why would you? Then I would also like to make one of these, so I'm going to need another kama, an axe, and that should be our mattock. And again, there you go. Now, the reason I'm going for Tinkers really, it's not because of its tools, although the kama and the mattock are quite useful. Now, I know we can do this entirely with RF, but this is a new version, and I like to check it out. And of course, the way we're going to start this out is by cooking some grout, which is going to give us seed bricks, which then we can use to make basic stuff. Now, the way Tinkers handles ore dabbling, it's, well, let me show you. At first, you're going to need to make this basic structure, which consists on a sear melter with a sear tank. Then you're going to need your faucet with some casting table underneath, and that's it. This is now an ore dabbling machine. just to show you that, I'm gonna melt these. Actually, no, I need to melt these gold first. And let me show you why. That's going to give us molten ingot. We're gonna put one of these air bricks. And we're gonna cast our mold plate. Now, if we give it one chunk, we then get 1 ingot and 3 nuggets. Well, that's weird. Did they change that? Oh, I see. So the melter is not as efficient as the smeltery. So we should upgrade our smeltery as soon as possible, which shouldn't be a problem. Oh, in fact, we can do that right now. So do you see this little setup we have going on right now? You can say goodbye to it. So in theory, I should put these in here. Put these here somehow. Oh, just right click on it. Pour some copper on it. And that gave us our smeltery controller. Nice. So, since this only works with lava, and we don't really require anything else, sure, we can give it the different liquids, but lava will do. Do I want to fully automate these? I mean, this is not efficient, I know that. But do I want to get started with the whole Tinker setup? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do so. I will do this in between episodes, and that should be fine for you. Don't complain. At this stage of the pack, I really don't need so many ores, so I think I'm gonna try and solve bigger issues right now. Now we have to make something about our gravel situation. These machines are far too slow. I could put more of these pulverizers, but why would I put more when I can have one machine that it's going to output the same as 4 of these? And yes, I'm talking about mechanism. Power-wise, we're doing relatively good. This one is out. Probably because all of these are working. And so are these two. But the rest of them are keeping up. So I say we're fine. But this is something we have to fix. For the time being, I've only set up this crusher over here, and I would say works more or less the same as the other one. But I'm going to turn this into a basic factory. See if right click, there you go. I'm going to say auto sort. And even though this is more or less the same speed, it consumes 60 FE, but we can make it even better. So first, I'm going to give it some energy upgrades, and I don't know how many you take, but you have 6 of there right there. So right now we're only consuming 10, and we'll increase the speed now with these speed upgrades. See if right click, 1, 2, 3. So let's just go all the way. Let's see, how much are you consuming now? Ooh, that's actually way too much. Now I would say that's one problem solved. Now the machines are handling it quite well. I'm gonna give it one more. And I just realized, since this doesn't have a secondary output, I can get rid of these. Something that you might not really know is that in 1.16.5 you can just simply break the drawers and their content is saved, which is really nice. And for now, you're safe, but only for now. How much dirt do we have, by the way? Almost 6,000. And you stop because you're not getting any more mana. Yeah, I might have to disable that at some point. Don't remember, don't care. Now in the last episode we got netherite scrap and we didn't do anything with it, which is bad. So why don't we get a little bit of netherite and upgrade our furnaces? See how it goes. Ooh, that's I just need more gold. Thankfully, I did remember that you can make slime blocks, which is going to make the next part much easier. Now, if we really want to upgrade it, we're going to need to make an Enrichment Chamber, which at this point should not be a problem at all. We're going to put these here for now. We put our blaze powder in there. Use our time in a bottle. Of course, that's not necessary, but that's what we're doing. And oh, you do require a bit more blaze than I thought. We can take our emerald furnace, turn it into an obsidian furnace, and finally, our netherite furnace. Now, I'm assuming, of course, it's going to be faster than the emerald one, but let's see, how fast are you? Oh, wow. That's really fast. Yep. Nice. And since I'm using the netherite for furnaces, we should definitely upgrade our meshes. And that's not too bad. Now, the real reason we want to exchange these for netherite is because this is the easy way of obtaining vibranium, oldemodium, and unobtainium. And later on, charge certus cores, and the seeds. So yeah, I would say this is important. Now that we have upgraded all of our meshes, we are getting a little bit of oldemodium. That's just because I'm using only gravel. But hey, that's progress. Also, as you can see, I have a lot of ores. In between this clip and when I changed the meshes, it's been 3 days. I thought I lost the pack, and I was gonna quit, not gonna lie. But we have it again, so let's keep the grind. Yay! Now, probably our next plan is going to be getting a jetpack because I don't want to die. And for these, oh, I lost all my bookmarks. That's sad. Mechanical drying basin. No, I'm gonna need one of these drying basins, and that's gonna be fine because I need leather, and I only need 3 pieces of leather. Leather comes from different things. One of them is this wielding wing, which we have. We have one of them, and the other ones require you to have at least 3 rotten flesh, which I haven't made a mod farm, and then I don't have one. But in a drying basin, each one of them turns into leather. So yeah, that's why we're going for that, I guess. So now if I take these 2 pieces of rotten flesh, and how do you work? Will this just turn into... Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. This takes a little bit of time and it turns it into leather. Awesome. So we do now have 2 pieces of leather, and with these, that's going to be the 3rd one. And I know what you're thinking. These are basically leather. But no, my friends, I have bigger plans for these. So now we can make our wooden jetpack. And, how am I gonna charge you? Because I can do that. I guess I could use mechanism. Oh, but also I could use flax networks. And we have the resources for that. So, yeah. So that's our stone jetpack. That's the iron one. And I think for now, Imbar is the most advanced we can make. Well, it depends. How expensive is the diamond one? I lied. We can make this. So that is our diamond jetpack. Nice. That's really nice. Now let's see how about making these blacks. So that's the way. And if that's the case, let me make a lot more. Just in case it's not clear, what I'm doing is I'm throwing the redstone on the bedrock. Let's throw all of it, actually. So you just put the obsidian on top, and then left click. And that's how you get flux. Nice. So let's make, I don't know, that many. We're gonna need, of course, a few of these blocks. Let's make 3, just because. Then let's make a flux block and a flux point, and also one of these controllers, which I'm gonna need 3 more blocks. And that is almost perfect. Now, of course, we're gonna need some kind of storage for this. I think 6 will do. And they actually do. And with that, we have our basic network, kinda. Now, let's see, how are we going to put this to work? I'm going to use that battery because, hey, we have that, so we might as well use it. Flux plug. And I'm going to connect you here. First, I should probably just put my flux controller down. Well, that's basically it for now. Transfer limit, can we change these? Disable limit. Nice. And now what that means is that I crashed my game. No, how do you get out of here? Oh, so if I now put my flux point somewhere here, and I say, what network are you in? This one. And of course, I'm gonna have to link you too, and I'm gonna say, what network are you using? This one. Now this is exporting power, and because we have a flux block, that's going into our basic storage and then into our pulverizer, giving it full power. I want to say, when I go to these wireless charging, I want to say in armor slots as well as hardware slots, apply. And enable wireless, of course. And that should mean that, yay, we are getting power now. Let's try to put these, let's try to wear these. Oh, and of course you have some configuration you need to check. So if I now do these, yay! And my other key bindings should be just for hover. So I can go really, really fast and slow down. Now this problem means I'm likely to die, but also building, it's going to be that much easier. And how is the power situation going? It's going down. Don't like that. Oh, that's probably because, yeah, I'm using these as a battery. Let's try to plug these into our actual power supply. Somewhere here, for example. Now, is our power going up? It is for now. What if I'm hovering? It is going up. Ah, lovely. Now, before I finish the video, I would like to let you know that this place is likely to change. Now that we have infinite dirt, somewhat infinite dirt, I'm gonna try to expand this place and make the most of it. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's episode. We made a lot of progress, got into Tinkers, and got a jetpack on the Flux network. So yeah, I would call it a day. And that should be fine for you. Now, same as always, give it a like if you like it, subscribe if you aren't already, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Is this where I'm dying? Nah. Almost. But nah.